Hi everyone, it's Jessica here. Just wanted to jump on here pretty quickly and do a tutorial. So I did a longer version of how to use LinkedIn, and on this live chat, I just want to show and highlight how you can find specific jobs on LinkedIn, especially remote jobs, pretty easily when you're using LinkedIn. So really quick, if you're not familiar with what LinkedIn is, if you go to linkedin.com, you will find this kind of screen that I am seeing here if you have a profile. If you don't have a profile, you'll need to create one. A video coming soon on how to create a LinkedIn profile. But overall, you're going to see a couple of things. At the top of the page, you're going to see a search bar. Most people come here and they search for either people that they're connected with or companies. Here you're going to see a home tab. You're going to see something that says My Network. These are basically very similar to if you were using LinkedIn or Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, basically whoever you're friends with or connected with, right? So this is My Network, and it looks like I have 2 notifications, so I must have just connected with 2 more people or might have requests to connect with 2 people. And then you're going to see this tab right here that says Jobs. That's really what we're going to be focusing on. Really quick, you'll see messaging, shows that I have 2 messages that I need to look at. You'll also see at the bottom, you've got this little chat box as well. And then over here, you'll also see notifications where you see the 6 there. That means I have 6 notifications. So something has happened. Either someone has wrote a story that I might be interested in, or LinkedIn thinks I'm interested in, or maybe someone's tagged me on a post, someone's engaged with something that I've shared on LinkedIn, yada, yada. And then, of course, you're going to see your profile. So that's just my face. So if I click on that, that would take me to my profile. If you have a company that uses LinkedIn Learning, or if you're signed up for LinkedIn Learning, you're going to see this on the right. This is a newer thing with LinkedIn. They have a ton of online learning materials that I definitely recommend, especially in the case if your company is paying for it. You should definitely be using LinkedIn Learning. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the job section. So this is what I want to highlight today. So I'm going to click this tab. And this brings you to another page. You're going to see that there are ways you can save and search for jobs and then save them to your jobs right here. You're going to see job alerts. LinkedIn is really good at figuring out, okay, this is the type of job that will be good for you. They'll send you emails, they'll send you job alerts so that you can quickly identify jobs and apply to them. You can even find some salary information out here. You can do some skills assessments. That's not what we're going to look at. And then there's other things. Now, the account that a recruiter will have will look a little bit different, but essentially this looks the same. So search for your next job. What you're going to do, I'm going to put in here accountant. That's what I was looking at earlier. So I'm just going to type in accountant. Note your spelling when you are searching for jobs. So I'm just going to put that there. And then automatically you're going to see a bunch of positions come up in this list here. So you're going to see all types of accountant jobs. Normally, it's just going to show the default, but there are over 43,000 results for accountant in the United States. Now, it automatically says just enter United States for me. Now, if I'm looking for remote jobs, there's actually a button here that I can click that says remote, right? So I'm going to click that and see what comes up. Okay, so that took my search results down. And so now remote is highlighted over here, and you'll see accountant jobs in the United States, but they also are all going to be noting remote. So you're going to see a couple different ones here, right? Now, these are companies I am not as familiar with. I have heard of this one. I have heard of this one as well. But some of them I'm not as familiar with, so I would definitely want to check them out and look at their company. So you can actually click each one and see something over here as a preview. So if I wanted to look at this Cigna job, it has a location, Phoenix, Arizona, but it also says it is remote. It was posted 1 week ago, has 601 views. So this means there's probably a lot of competition whenever I see 601 views. So I might want to apply, or I might decide, hey, let me go see if there's something that has been posted a little sooner than a week ago. So how would I do that? Well, I would just come up here and select date posted. You guys know me. I always say try to apply within that first week. If not, first couple of days, something has been posted. Now you see automatically default is anytime. Well, I don't typically suggest you just applying to jobs that were posted anytime. That could be something a month, 3 months, 2 months down the line. So what I suggest doing is first searching by past 24 hours. So that is going to drop our search results, but let's see what happens. Okay, so it did drop down our search results. So accountant in the United States, remote, past 24 hours would be the posting, and it says 645 results. But obviously, I mean, that's okay because you're not really going to, you're not going to apply to 3,000 and something jobs. You probably are not going to apply to 645 jobs. So what I would suggest doing to narrow this down even further is to really think about, okay, are there any companies I specifically want to target? And then, of course, experience level. So if I'm going to say that I just got out of school and maybe I have a year's worth of experience, I'm going to come to this experience level tab. And then I'm going to probably put entry level, associate, and internship. So I think you can select one at a time. And let's show the results. Okay, so that didn't actually drop it by too much. So if you look at that, it dropped from, I think it was 645 to 606 results, right? And so these are the different positions that you'll find in that. Obviously, Intuit is still looking for people because that is essentially TurboTax, right? And it's still tax time. And you see a lot of different ones. Now, I do recommend from here, definitely if you have particular companies that you want to search for, you can search for them in here, right? You can search for them. So let's say I wanted to see if Microsoft had anything. I don't know if they do. But you could definitely search for them, and then you'll see all the different brands that Microsoft has. A lot of these companies, especially Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, they have little niche brands as well. So you can select all of those. I think you have to do it individually, though. I'm not going to do that in this video, though. Now, let me pop over just to... Oh, hey, Edward. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, so I do just want to quickly show that you can actually click on some of these companies. And I always recommend that because you definitely want to check out the company. Just because something is posted on LinkedIn does not mean that it is, a large company or even legit. It could be a lot of startups on here. There have obviously, like with recessions or times of, challenging times, I guess, a lot of new companies do pop up. So just spend some time to check it out. And so what you're going to see, another way that you can look at jobs as well, is when you're actually on the company's page. So this is Lisa Sleep. Again, I have not heard of this company before. But when you look at their tab, you're going to see, whatever they're posting about. You're going to see their about section. If they have a website, it's going to be here, which they do. So that's a good sign. You're going to see some quick information about the company as well. That's why I'm always surprised at folks that don't do their research on companies, because you have Google, you have LinkedIn, you have so many different ways to find some quick information and give an overview of a company. You're going to see anything they've posted about. And sorry, I have my window cracked, so whatever's going on outside, we can hear it. And then most importantly here are the jobs. So if you were like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to work at Lisa Sleep for a long time, you can actually look under their website on LinkedIn at least and see these different job openings they have. You can search by job title. Let's say if they had more than 11 jobs, I'd probably search just to narrow things down and see what I could find. And then you'll see down here, there's a lot of other related positions. So if I'm looking for accountant, well, there's also accounts payable, indirect tax accountant, and then some other jobs available as well, which you can just kind of toggle over here. Or you can go to the bottom and just see all the jobs, and it'll bring you to that jobs page. But then now what you're seeing is all of the Lisa sleep brands jobs, right? So that's all I really wanted to quickly highlight. Now, real quick, easy apply. I don't always recommend doing this because so I would just say be careful. Like don't just apply to the jobs that have this easy apply option. I would never say click on this and only see the easy apply jobs, right? I would not suggest that. I would say, definitely highlight the remote jobs if there's companies you want to look at or anything like that. But as far as the easy apply button, don't get too caught up on that. And here's why I say that. The reason I say that is with the easy apply, it really draws you in, right? Because you don't have to do too much. Like if I hit easy apply, it's going to bring up some quick information for me. Email, my phone number, and my resume of what I included on the site. And that's pretty much it. And it's going to send my LinkedIn profile over or my resume over directly to whatever email they have or assistant they have. Now, I don't want to apply to them, so I'm going to get out of there. But if that's so easy, a bunch of other people are going to do it as well, right? So I don't always recommend taking that easy route because you're going to have most likely more competition unless you are applying to something that was posted like that same day, which is one of the filters we use. We use 24 hours. So if you really like the company and everything, you want to use the easy apply, great. But I would just be careful, especially if you're applying to something that's been posted for a few days. Check out the views. This is why I like LinkedIn for. You can see how many views a job is getting. This does not mean that this is the amount of applicants. This down here, you can actually, if you had a premium package, you can kind of compare yourself to others. I don't think you need to do that, but I would pay attention to the views. The more views a job has, the more likely they have more applicants. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to highlight in this. I do recommend using LinkedIn for job searches. Every time, all the time, like you should definitely be using LinkedIn. Totally fine if you want to use other sites like Indeed and Monster and ZipRecruiter, that's fine. But I just want people to know that oftentimes, especially with your larger blue chip companies, they are on LinkedIn the most. Recruiters like myself, we're on LinkedIn the most. Most companies are here on LinkedIn posting their jobs. And so I definitely always want folks to come to LinkedIn first. And again, what I love about LinkedIn is the engagement that happens here, the information you can find. So let's say I had some connections here at Lisa. I would actually see those connections here and I'd be able to reach out to them. The other thing you can see is you can see who is posted by. You're not always going to see this information, but I can see that this Colleen has posted this job. And so if I really wanted to, or maybe if I knew Colleen or knew someone here, you might want to reach out to them and find out some more information, right? And then something great, it still has my New York stuff in here. But you could also see your commute. I loved this when I was in New York, because that was like the main thing that I would think about, like how much time and would I need to get on 2 trains, 3 trains, like what is going to be happening as far as my commute. Sometimes there's some compensation information here. I don't always say rely on that, but to see your commute, that is legit. That is so legit. I love it. And then, of course, again, you can see all the information right here. So it's just very easy to use. I think for a job seeker, I mean, I work as a recruiter. I've been a job seeker. I've had, I don't know, like 16, 17 jobs at this point. LinkedIn has just been the best. So definitely use it. You can also search by different things like skills or companies up here, but I would always just recommend whatever job title you have, make sure you're looking at multiple job titles. So accountant, obviously we saw accounts payable, have all those ready. Just know some of the different job titles you want to look at and come over to LinkedIn and see what's going on. The other thing, again, this is not a sale. I'm not getting like sponsored by LinkedIn, even though I think I should, which Microsoft owns. So I guess technically I should be sponsored by Microsoft. But they are great about learning what you're looking for. So you can do a search, you can save a search, you can save jobs in here. Like there's a save button here for a reason. You can save it and come back to it. Like if you're working on your resume or something, you can also share the job and send it out to your email or something. So it's a lot that you can do with LinkedIn that makes the job search an easier process for you. And essentially, LinkedIn is about networking. So you can even use networking as a tool as well. So if I had like connections here, they would show up here on this page. I wish I had, let me see, there's something else that I might have. I guess I don't have too many connections. Here we go. Apparently I have a connection that works at Avenate, and we have also 9 alumni from my university that work here. So that's the kind of information that's really useful, because you can reach out to this person. I'm not going to show them just because I don't want them on the screen, but you can reach out to this person. You can reach out to alumni that work there and see if you actually have ties to them. You can reach out and get a referral. So that's always a plus factor. Alrighty, so that's all I really wanted to do on this video. Hopefully it was easy to see. I tried to make my screen big enough for it to be able to be a nice walkthrough there. But that's all I wanted to show. And hey, Mr. 100 Rounds, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. And thank you, Edward. Yes, if you're watching this video, if you're watching the playback, definitely hit that thumbs up button, work on the like button, and share if you know someone that is looking for a job. If you know they're not using LinkedIn, share this video with them and show them how easy it can be to use LinkedIn for their job search and get better results and find different jobs. There are more and more job opportunities coming available, especially as we approach the summer. So I just want to make sure my folks that watch the channel are taking advantage and are having an easier time with the job search, which I think LinkedIn will do for you. So that's really all I wanted. So I'm going to jump off of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will have some shorter snippets of how you can use LinkedIn as well coming on the channel. And then I will be having a jobs update here pretty soon. Also, if you're on Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram. My information is not showing up here, but it's just Jobs from Jess. Or if you want to see what I'm doing in just general everyday life, you can follow me on Miss Jessica Crystal at Instagram. And then I'm also on TikTok, very new to TikTok. I think I have 2 or 3 videos right now. I'm still learning that platform a little bit. I had been on TikTok and it was a totally different account. Like in 2017, it was terrible, but I did create a new account and I like it. So if you want to follow me there, it's just Jobs from Jess. Most of my handles are Jobs from Jess. I'm also Jobs from Jess on Twitter. So yeah, if you want to follow me or you're interested in following me on other platforms, feel free. I'd love to connect. And of course, LinkedIn as well. If you don't have a LinkedIn account yet, a video will be coming to walk through how to set up your LinkedIn page. All right, well, with that, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video, and I appreciate you, lovely people, and I will see you soon. Have a good night. Bye.